Okay, let me widen this to find out then, if these personal attacks are not the real issue in Karnataka, what really is the narrative that is dominating the campaign? Professor Chandan Gowda from the Institute of Social and Economic Change joins me from Bengaluru. Mohan Vishwa, BJP spokesperson. Aishwarya Madhav, Congress spokesperson. And Syed Aslam, JDS spokesperson. Just in case we forget that there is a party called the JDS as well. Before I come to all of you, I just want to tell you that I spoke to Mallikarjun Kharge a few days ago and I asked him precisely this question. Will the Karnataka elections become Modi versus Rahul Gandhi? Whether the Congress will raise issues like Rahul Gandhi's disqualification, the Adani question, will they all be issues in this poll? Listen in. Whether Mr. Modi will be a factor in the polls or not. This is what Mr. Kharge said. Rahul Gandhi leaving his house, giving up his MPship, how do you see it?
See, that issue we'll fight separately. We will fight in the parliament, outside the parliament, even in the street. To that extent we'll take. That is one issue. But here we'll highlight their failures, because Modi is not going to मुझे देख के वोट दो, मुझे देख के वोट दो, तुमको क्या देखना? म्युनिसिपैलिटी में तुमको देखना, कॉर्पोरेशन में तुमको देखना, एमएलए इलेक्शन में तुमको देखना, पार्लियामेंट में भी तुमको देखना, कितने जगह आपको देखना है? I want to know how many places you are going to become mayor, you are going to become chief minister, you are going to become prime minister.
Maybe he's a crowd puller, maybe he gets the votes.
Then your people are not popular here. Your programs are not popular here. The people are suffering and you have not done anything. If, for example, I will give
So this is not a Rahul versus Modi election in Karnataka.
Why you take, we are taking that issue in 2024. We are ready to fight that. Here, for the state issues, we are taking.
So Karnataka is state issue.
The corruption.
So there you are. This is not a Rahul Gandhi versus Modi election is what Mallikarjun Kharge claims. Let's get our panelists to tell us that. You start, Professor Chandan Gowda, as an independent voice on this program. Do you believe that what we are seeing, the narratives playing out in television studios are very different to what one sees on the ground, where people are talking much more local issues, talking caste, even as TV studios are making this about Mr. Modi, Rahul Gandhi, and even corruption?
Thanks, Rahul. Regardless of what people are speaking on the ground, the Congress party at least seems to have decided that it has to keep the focus on local issues and not allow for this to become an extension of national politics. I mean, this is something that any Congress politician will tell you, that we need to be careful about walking into the trap that the BJP may lay for us by constantly provoking us to take a stand on issues of national significance, be it Modi's relevance or anything else that has a translocal kind of
So you're saying it's a hyper-local campaign based on the assurances. You see this, that the Congress has to make this hyper-local. Am I correct?
Yes, absolutely. Because the advantage that they're working with is the anti-incumbency, which is a local thing. Anti-incumbency is all about how the local government has failed, the state government. So they want to keep the focus there and not let it spill over into any other issues that may deflect from the criticism having any effects on the ground, Rajdeep. And it's not just that, it's also about, even when Rahul Gandhi spoke on Baswa Jayanti, I recall he was trying to talk about Adani and bring it in with the Baswarna's message of trying to be pure, etc. So there's a very clear sense that whatever else you may want to say, it has to be locally mediated.
Okay, so it has to be locally mediated, but in that sense...
Be it the Kannada issue.
Right, but in that sense, Aishwarya Madhav, did today Mallikarjun Kharge fall into a trap? By targeting the Prime Minister, we've seen in the past, whenever Congressmen or women target the Prime Minister personally, Mr. Modi is able to hit back very, very effectively and make the election about himself.
You know, Rajdeep, first and foremost, if the BJP took as much offense to the sort of stench of corruption in Karnataka as they have to a statement that has been clarified, maybe that 40% commission offensive would have never come against them. I think first and foremost, Mallikarjun Kharge Sahab has very clearly and emphatically stated what the reality is, and the BJP now is going to try and twist and turn, but none of it will hold. Because if they had issues, because
No,
Rajdeep,
it
the
was not a
reality...
twist and turn. It was a direct attack on the Prime Minister.
No, Rajdeep, because the clip you have played, there is 10 seconds before, and the entire context of it, not only did he talk about it in Hubli, in Shiratti also in his speech, he offered that clarification and said he expresses regret if somebody has misinterpreted it to hurt him. And Mallikarjun Kharge is not the sort of personality that would ever take these jabs, especially at this, especially when he's told you the context of what these elections are. But Rajdeep, for the BJP, if they had a strong plank of development, if they had a strong plank of issues for this election, none of this would have mattered. But for the BJP, they are so bereft of issues and development that now it has become Modi double engine, Yogi Adityanath, it has become Amit Shah, it has become Nadda, because they're trying to bypass the entire state leadership in order to almost tacitly disown them, because the stench of corruption and the target of corruption is on their state leaders. So they're trying to bypass it to bring in a national narrative, and the Congress party has said, if you have performed, if you are a double engine, if you are Achhe Din, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Amrit Kal, where is that development on the ground here? And in reality, it is not there, which is why this is happening. We're going to hold you accountable, and we're offering you guarantees for the betterment of the people of this state. Those planks were on, nothing will divert us, and today's incident is not anything that will change any shape of any part of this election, Raj.
You know, Mohan Vishwa, you are being accused of disowning your state leadership by focusing on seemingly national issues. The Home Minister comes to Karnataka and says riots could happen if the Congress comes to power. What is he suggesting? Is he suggesting that the Congress is hand in glove with rioters? Is that what is being suggested? Is this part of somewhere playing the card that the Congress is guilty of appeasing groups like the SDPI or the Popular Front of India? Is that the card that you all are going to play in the Karnataka elections, or are you determined to tell the people what your track record is over the last 5 years or 4 years?
See, Rajdeep, two things you should remember. When Amit Shah ji made this statement, it was based on the past. What happened in the past between 2013 to 2018? The same thing happened. You can see there were more than 23 Hindu Karyakartas who got murdered. The main accused was PFI and SDPI. Congress never had a guts to ban those two. Instead of what they do, they released more than 1,500 PFI and SDPI Karyakartas. That's the kind of message they give. Basis that only Amit Shah ji made that statement. And also, if you recall, between 2013 to 2018, the Karnataka had highest rate crimes. Let me give you a small example. The woman who used to go for walking in the morning in the parks or in the evening in the parks, there used to be regular chain snatching, there used to be regular mobile snatching. So these kind of law and order situation Congress had in the past. Same thing, you know, Amit Shah is repeated. And also, if you recall, that's what I was just looking into the interview which you made just now with Mallikarjun Kharge, when you asked him about, you know, the Modi versus Rahul and all. He said, you know, Modi ji to sabke liye aa jayega, wo to corporation ke liye aa jayega, MLA ke liye aa jayega, sabke liye aa jayega. Kyun aa raha hai Modi ji? Wo pura jagah aa raha hai development karne ke liye. Either he's coming to lay foundation or he's coming to go for, you know, inauguration. So that's the kind of thing which is happening. That means what? Congress is accepting the fact that Modi ji is reaching every household, every road, and he's coming from past 10 months to Karnataka.
You're still in a way relying on the Modi. You're still relying on the Modi card. Syed Aslam, you've raised your hand. Go ahead, JDS spokesperson.
So, Rajdeep, first of all, let me tell you, this Karnataka elections is for the pride of Kannadigas. We as JDS, we are moving ahead with strong rigor and strength, while both the national parties are busy in quelling their descendants, and of course, they're doing mudslinging there. But having said that, it looks like the BJP has already considered the defeat. Today, they're reeling under the pressure of anti-incumbency. They're reeling under the pressure of 40% corruption charges. They're reeling under the pressure of unemployment, highest unemployment. They're reeling under the pressure of inflation and price rise. They're not talking about this. When they concede the defeat, when they're at the worst
You're
of the
sounding
defeat,
like the Congress spokesperson. Am I to understand that the JDS would rather be with the Congress than the BJP here?
No, we would not. We would not. As I said, we will maintain equidistance from both the national parties. We are with the people of Karnataka. We are with the people. We are with the Kannadigas. We will maintain equidistance from both the national parties. We understand the pulse and the sentiment of the people of Karnataka. Now, coming back to the issue of polarization, BJP is at the pinnacle of polarization. Today, I am telling you, Rajdeep, whenever the BJP finds a sticky wicket, the easiest way they do is they reach out to the majoritarian polarization. Well, that is not what is required. I want to ask the BJP spokesperson on this panel, do you want to speak about development? Do you want to speak about how you will give employment to the youth? Do you want to speak about how will you bring down the inflation? Do you want to speak about how will you bring down the price
Okay.
rise? Do not find an easy route of majoritarian polarization. The people of Karnataka are educated. The people of Karnataka are smart and they're sensible. They will not fall for this rhetorics of polarization anymore. And do not get into rhetorics. Get to the facts and speak about the actual issues of Karnataka.
Okay.
That's what the Kannadigas are bothered about.
I appreciate all my guests joining me. The politics of poison or polarization is certainly not what we need at the moment. The name calling certainly is extremely avoidable.